Hello everyone, hello everyone. It is me, Just Be Audrey Lane. I thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you can be notified of when a video journal process is up and posted. So you know I'm going to start off with the date. Today is August 25th, 2021. The time, I'm saying it because this video may not be posted to the next day, but the time right now is 10:29. So I'm going to get right on into it. I thank you guys so much for all the birthday shout outs and wishes. I'm going to take off the crown because I am still going without it. So I am coming on to speak a little bit into the process of life for me and you. Uh, so I wrote this early this morning, 8:02 a.m. Happy birthday, August 25th, 2021. It's preciousness in your patience. There is a purpose for it. So that's going to be my topic for tonight. And of course, you know, I always look up everything. So I'm like, I really don't need to look this up, God, only because there is preciousness in the patience. There's a reason why you have us being patient. Please know, if we don't learn how to wait, truly for me, there is growth in being patient. We still are being worked on. There's still more that has to be done. So that's why the patience is enrolled, is right enrolled with what we have to, do. So I did look it up because I look up every day. Patience, able to accept or tolerate delays, problems, or suffering. Don't get any better than that. Without becoming annoyed or anxious. But let me read you the patience. The preciousness of the patience. So preciousness is the quality of being valuable because of being rare, expensive, or important. That's why we gotta have patience, because we are rare, we are expensive, we are important. And what I mean by the expensive part of it, remember I say often of how we cannot afford it. Well, one, if we are so expensive and we are of great quality, we can't afford not to be patient with God's process with us. So we can't afford to lose the fact that we need to be patient in the process. One, we have a lot more growing that has to take place. And he's growing us within that patience. So we need to know that it is in his timing. When I tell you his timing comes right on time for us. So learn to be patient. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. There's a reason why God has everything aligned up for us. Why we have to stay in tune. One, we need to spiritually go more in Him. I'm speaking for myself. I definitely need to grow more in Him. I thank Him so much. I am so grateful for where He has brought me from and where He is taking me. So if I know all of that, then why can't I grow with the patience and do more with it? So I'm going to be patient and I'm going to learn more of His Word. And I suggest that you do the same for you, because it's going to be a new turnaround within the patience. One, we probably are used to getting things right away when we do it for ourselves. And what happens is we get it right away, but then we don't value it and we lose it right away because there's no work that has been put into it. Even when you say, oh yeah, I worked hard, I did that, you didn't do the right kind of work for it. This patience that we are having and God is growing us in it will have us value ourselves and what God is doing in us even more, because we'll know all the hard work that had to go into it for us to be who we are for Him. You are destined for greatness. Exploring your preciousness, because the whole fact of it, the quality of being valuable. You're valuable. You're wanted. You're needed. I say it all the time. You are wanted. You are needed. So your preciousness, just sit in it. The patience that God needs you to have, trust me, He is building you up for something, for His glory. He's building you up for something He needs you to do. The assignment that you are on, you got to have patience in it. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush, and especially don't be in a rush when you have where it can be a failure. You don't want it to fail. You don't want you to fail. You don't want to have it where it comes so easy that you won't be grateful for it. Be patient in your glory, and not your glory, His glory. Because the whole thing about it, God needs you for something. I know for me, I am 41 and loving the fact that, thank God that you had patience for me to get me here, to get me not only here in this day, but this whole new life that you are giving me. Thank you, God, for your patience. And that's what got me to the preciousness of it. This morning, I was like, God, man, you alone, right here, the quality of being valuable. God is so valuable. He is valuable because of being rare, expensive, important. And what I mean by it for God, Jesus, is that all of who He is and of good quality and rare, the rareness is more so my personal relationship. My own personal relationship and your own personal relationship is rare because one, it only really involves Him and I. It's a rare thing for me to, and rare for me to even see it, to know that it's like, God, I did not know this before. I heard it, but to actually have it, experience it, and live in it, it's rare. And rare for me because I didn't, man, it's like going to see a precious stone and it's rare and wow, it's so expensive, I can't afford it. But then it's like God is like, you can afford all of what I am giving you because it is yours. I have it set and designed for you. It's your destiny. It's what I have for you. So yes, your preciousness, yeah, it's important. It's important to know that I am so valued in Him. It makes me thank Him even more for everything He has brought me out of. Share everything of your story. I was talking with somebody and sharing just a little bit of my life experience and just everything. And it just is so like a weight off of me. Like today, I had to like stop in the middle of my day. It's like, God, today, my birthday of all days, my mind has truly been calmer than ever. Like nothing came up. Like, God, I've been asking you to come to me to just give me, just breathe into me, and you have done that, yeah. But I'm asking you to come to me to let me know it's okay, that I'm fine, and you've been doing that. But God, what is it? And then I had to say, you're okay to ask God this, but when are you going to realize that you're fine? And that's when I just started laughing, like, God, you know what? I am. So let me say thank you. And I'm so grateful for it. And it brought me back to this preciousness. I am so grateful. It all really serves a purpose. It serves a purpose. So everything that we are going through and have been through, and because things are going to be coming, I thank God that He is teaching me how to handle life, because things will be coming up. But now I say, God, thank you for equipping me. Thank you so much for discernment. Thank you so much for discernment that you are able to just really capture my attention, get my focus, and have me really tune into you. And it got me on all of the things of God. The preciousness is a great thing and of value because I am precious to you. I am precious to you. And more importantly, I view it as I am so precious to myself now. This self-care and self-love that God has been giving me, man, I thank him so much for it. And how I know it is because today, even with it being my birthday, it wasn't all about me. It really was the fact that people took time out to acknowledge it, but then not only that, people actually took from their finances to bless me. And I just was like, wow, I view it as, man, all along. One, I thank God for just the change and the shift in my mind about receiving gifts. And today, something that I wanted, I, I'm going to get up and share it with you because I am so happy. So, okay, it's over. Yeah, it's a little bit from where I will get up. But one of my co-workers, I have been wanting this specific candle, and she got it for me. I never told her. They know I love scents. They know I love candles and everything. I never told her I wanted this. I didn't tell because they all like, oh, you can be picky and everything. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you guys, I'm totally doing things different. I will appreciate, and I want you guys to do what you want to do. I've been telling them this and telling them this. So she's sitting there nervous and everything, like I wasn't going to like it. And when I took it out the bag, I could only get to that one gift at first, only because I was so like, I had to stop myself from like crying because I never told her that I wanted this candle. And here it is. Boom, got it without me telling her it. I was going to get it, but she got it for me. And I just was like, man, truly, when you like let things go and let God do things for you, he definitely brings it in. And I am just so grateful because that letting myself out of it and not being like caught up in my head, because a lot of times it was just me in my head. I love to give gifts. And it was hard for me to receive gifts. But now today I see it as, don't be selfish with the fact of not letting people give into you. Just like you love to give into people, let them return it to you. Even if it's not the same person that you give out to. Let it be returned into you. That it's a joy in it. That same joy that I have given out to people, let someone else have it, because it's just like praying it forward to giving it to someone else. It's a joy that stays with them, and it just seeing her face and just all of their faces light up today gave me so much joy. Gave me so much joy, and that's something that makes me like, God, I value people's time and value just, man, all that they do. And now I get it. And that brought me to what I was saying with this selfishness. We can be selfish in ways that we don't even realize it, of not letting people be them. And I said, thank goodness, because it made me think of the Just Be Audrey Lane. Let them just be them. And if that's how they want to go and give, let them do that. You are your Just Be. you like to go and give and do, so let them do the same. And it was just so wonderful. Man, when I tell you, this is nothing but patience. Because I, in the process of me sitting and having God do what he is doing, this is where the learning comes in the patience. And the fact of he has me waiting is he is revealing and showing me things that I needed to work on and still need to work on. So it is a precious thing to be with patience, to have patience. Because more importantly, I get that he is revealing more and more of me to me. And that's where his promises and everything come in. It's like, God, thank you so much for your promises, that you are showing me that I am of value. I am of value. So enjoy it. Man, the patience thing, it was so weird because a couple years ago, I heard somebody say, oh, don't ever ask God for patience, because if you ask God for patience, it will do this to you, and you'll regret it. I don't. I thank God for patience, because patience helped me learn more and more of who I am and how he sees me. It makes me value Audrey Lane. It makes me value the fact that, God, you are revealing you within this process of you revealing me. So patience, man, it shows me my value. It shows me the rareness of my relationship. Now I view it. It's rare to me. And anything that is rare is of good quality. You take care of it better. Yeah. You value it more. You know all the sacrifices of what it took for this precious thing to come about. So you make sure you take care of it. You make sure you put all your heart into it to make sure that it stay within its value. You clean it up. You have it go out and shine within you wearing it. And then it makes you go into, God, I have to do this because it's important to you. So it's important to me. It's preciousness and the patience. Man, I thank God for it. I do. I am so grateful for 41 years of just, man, I'm getting you now. And I said that correct. 41 years of just. So I can tell you a little bit of why just is my favorite word. I won't tell you all of it, but just is my favorite word, because you are of value to me just the way you are. Just as how I have you. If you just will let me get you and show you you, you will see you like I see you. You are just my child. And just has been my favorite word for years. But I value the just now more than ever. I'm going to just save you. If you just come into me, I will show you my just. If you let my just meet your just, you will see how much value it is. Man, 41 years, and I am so grateful for it. So it was 40 days, 40 nights for Noah. And now it's like 40 years. I finally see myself more than ever. Value yourself, guys. You are worth so much more than you even can grasp in your head. That's why I always, and I say it probably every night, at least probably every night this week, I see you. God sees you. He knows you. Do you see yourself? Do you see who God is transforming you into? Take note. Write it down. Chart your growth. Mark the spot. And keep marking it. Because as soon as He reveals one area of you, He continues on revealing more and more and more. We are a consistent work of art. And God is going to have people seeing you and watching you. And not even you. He's going to be having them see Him through you. I am taken back by that. That I have to even tell people even today. Man, you see God. It's God in me. It's God. I can't explain this. I can only just tell you the truth. It's God. It's like, man, my hands could tell you a lot. And the reason why I say my hands, because I had someone tell me, you do know that it's in your hands. And what I get by it is what God has for you is in your hands, of Him showing you. Him showing you that your hands, raise them up to Him. And He's going to pour everything you need out. Because it's all, everything not only goes in our hearts. For me, it's like your hands go up. And that's why I always say lift your hands and say Jesus. Because He will pour down things within you. So it's like hands up. Hands up. And I was laughing and joking. It's like you being robbed. And someone says, even though they don't say that now no more, but back then it was like, put your hands up, I'm robbed. Like, put your hands up. So I guess you wouldn't go into your pockets. It was like, yep, your hands is up, man. I'm removing everything out of you that's not needed, not of you. And I'm going to pour down who you are into you. And I see more and more. And because I was saying, like, man, I see more and more of Audrey Lane every day, and truly who she is. And it makes me go into thank you, God. We are precious. We are. We are rare. Trust me. If you don't know you rare, try to find someone else like you. You won't. There is no other like you. It's only one. Only one. It's only one Audrey Lane. It's only one you. You're just me, God-given name. Only one. Only one. You're rare. You're precious. And a lot of the times we get caught up trying to compare ourselves with someone else. Don't. Don't. I love the fact that 41 years, and I get to say thank you, God, for every last one of them. Everything, no matter what I have been through, good, bad, ups, downs, I thank Him for being there the whole way. So I'm going to gather here with a grateful heart. I'm going to gather everything that God is giving me with a grateful heart. I'm going to go out there and do what He needs me to do with a grateful heart. I'm going to love on all with a grateful heart. I'm going to love on Audrey Lane with a grateful heart. When I see myself, I see God. This woman right here, it's nobody but Him. And so much strength, so much peace, so much love. It got me to be like, God, I thank you for being so true. I thank you for you being your true self and you revealing truths to me. And I never even looked down at the bottom of my page, because in my journal, it's not just a journal I write in. It's literally like a journal that at the bottom of the page has scriptures. And guess what today is? John 8:32. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. I don't know if you guys, I don't know how I can show you. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah. So I wrote exactly what it was. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their wrong ways, when they carry out wicked schemes. That was a part of being patient. Because I was like, what is it with being patient other than like the delays, the suffering, becoming annoyed or anxious? And when I looked that up and wrote that out, then that's when I seen like, oh, I'm about to write over this. And I read it, and that's when I seen John 8:32. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. We are so true in Him. It does not matter what anyone else say. We're not even going to go on to that. Let the naysayers talk. God has a way of shutting people's mouths right on up. Right on up. Remember, anything that people want to inflict on you in conflict, in hurt, in anger, and want to keep on going off the was in your past, let them. That goes back on to them. Remember, they will not succeed in their wicked ways. So let them talk. You got to stay focused in God. You got to stay focused on what it is He needs you to carry out. Remember, literally, it's God in you. So when people are seeing things being moved and shift in your life, don't you go and say, oh, it was me. No. Give Him all His glory. Let people see the fact that you have totally changed, and they're going to want God in their lives. They're going to want it. They're going to want this peace. How are you like this now? You was just like the nobody but God. How do you get it? I asked someone for myself, how do you get peace? Pray. Pray. Read the Bible. Read his word. It's like food. That's literally, I read every morning for me, one of the first scriptures I ever learned. Psalms 23, King James Version. And I read that every morning. Every morning. And literally, that's why I always say God is so much food for your soul, because he is preparing a table for you. Preparing a table. We get to go to a table and everything is served to us. Everything is served. To just know that, man, God, you love me. And I am worth everything that you say I am. Thank you for you showing it to me. And he's showing it to me a little bit, a little bit, a little bit at a time. And thank him for it. And I thank him for it, and you make sure you thank him for it. Man, it's like the peep show. God, you let me see a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time of you revealing you in me. You through me. And then I was like, God, thank you so much, because your through serves a purpose. His through serves a purpose. Him coming through me is going to be where someone else get that experience. Him coming through them. It's amazing. Man. This was the first year I have a balloon that literally is still up from Mother's Day. It's a giant balloon, and it says Happy Mother's Day on it. And then I have another balloon. This is the first year that my sisters and I did not do balloons together. Or even last year with COVID, at least do it, each one of us do it and put it on social media. But I'm going to take my Mother's Day balloon and write on there, just grateful. Because just is my favorite word. God knows it. Just grateful. Just grateful. And send it up. And I will honestly say, I'm not even going to send it up, because normally we send it up here, Mom, because my mother and I both love balloons. I love balloons. I love balloons. I'm sending it up to God. Just grateful for what you have done in my life. I'm not gonna cry. But I have no problem crying. I don't. I will show emotions now, no problem. But I am so grateful. Just grateful. He knows what just means to me. He knows what just is. He knows, because he's just. He's all that. He's just however you want to do it. Just him. Just so powerful. Just almighty. Just here for you. Just everywhere. I can keep on going on with just and his just. His just. It means so much to me. Just almighty. Just here. Just being who he is. For all. At all times. That's a powerful thing. That's a thing that I'm like, God, that's a grateful thing. Man, so I thank you guys so much for coming on. I thank you so much for you being your just be God-given name. You know you have power in your name. Your name is powerful. Say your name, because the two work hand in hand. Your name and your voice, they work hand in hand. That's how God is going to have people see him, through your name and your voice. You speaking out is going to be, that's God in her or him. Because I can tell you for myself right here, you couldn't have told me that I'll be able to do this. This was, no, not at all. Glory. Man, thank you. So I thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for subscribing and sharing and commenting. Thank you so much for being so pleasant and nice, and using this platform right here for greatness. Social media for greatness. I thank you guys so much for you being your just be God-given name. Make sure you are loving on God. Make sure you are being so grateful for what he is doing in your life. Remember that patience with the suffering and everything, you're going to be okay. Trust me, it's going to be so much strength out of you that you're going to be so amazed that God, thank you. Love on yourself. I love you. And you guys have a wonderful, great evening. I'll be back on with you guys, God willing, tomorrow. We're going to lift our hands and say Jesus, because we know it's power in his name. So much power. And you go with God. Now, you know I always win. And you know why. Because I see you and I love you. Have a good evening. Bye now.